What is going on, guys? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm extremely excited because we are headed down to Newport Beach to check out the new Ferrari 296 GTB. This actually comes at the perfect time right after reviewing the Maserati MC20, another supercar with a V6. There's a second reason why I'm incredibly excited, and that is because, guys, I got a new car. I can't wait to share it with you guys, so make sure to smash that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on so you don't miss the reveal video of the new Vehicle Virgins ride. I think you guys are gonna be really surprised by what car I got. The only hint I'm gonna give, and maybe you guys can guess in the comment section below, is that it's a two-door car and it's over 750 horsepower. That's it. Another V6 sports car, the GTR. Man, that's a nice colored G-Wagon. Spectacular day out here in Newport Beach. Oh, nice new Turbo S. I really like it down here in Newport Beach. It feels so much more chill than Los Angeles. And I was gonna say it feels more beach town vibes, but obviously beach is literally in the name of the city. I'm excited. We're like 5 minutes away from the 296. So just pulled up to Ferrari Newport Beach, and it's actually courtesy of Austin, Speed Phenom, who invited me out here. And he also happens to have the same car as me. One of the few people who understand how epic the 600 LTs are. And you've done some cool stuff to it that I might want to do to my car. So what did you do to the wheels and the brakes and everything?
Okay, so this is track prep 101. You want to get a 600 LT and make it set up for the racetrack, and I mean, it's very cost effective. Step one, put on wider tires front and back. These wheels from the factory, the 600 LT wheels in the back are as wide as 720S. And the 720S has 305. So obviously you can fit 305s out back. So it's like two full sizes up from 285 to 305.
Nice.
And then up front, 245. So,
yeah, so these these cars come with 225s in the front, like it's a Toyota Prius. Obviously McLaren knows what they're doing. It wouldn't be the first thought of a tire size I'd put on, but 245s handle better?
Yeah, 100%. So same contact patch, front and back is a 765.
Okay.
So the balance is amazing. And then with that, about 3 degrees of camber, so you have amazing front end and rear end grip for the corners, and then some Giradisc racing brakes that I'm getting 15 track days out of one set of pads.
Oh, that's incredible.
Insane. Like, how much are the pads stock?
I don't even remember.
Like
I closed my eyes when I had to buy new ones. It was expensive.
Luckily I dodged that. I dodged that bullet. But yeah, you gotta do it, man.
No, I think I'm down. It's so funny that, you know, these supercars, they come with upgraded, or in this case, standard carbon ceramic brakes, but then when you talk to track guys, they basically take them off and put steel brakes back on because they last longer and they're cheaper to replace. And I'm sure, there's no brake fade or anything with those either, right?
I haven't felt any brake fade. Just one thing I messed up on. I put new pads on. I didn't really wait too long to bed them in.
Yeah.
That's the only like sketchy moment I had with brakes. But just get, you know, new brakes, bed them in, and then I haven't felt any brake fade. The brake cooling is good, so I like them.
We definitely need to do a track day together. And is yours is stock?
Stock, so you'd probably much faster in the straightaways.
In the straightaways.
I'll try to keep up in the corner.
The amount of times you've tracked this, actually, I think you might kick my butt. But have you gone inside and seen the 296
yet? I have
yet?
not. Been hanging out for you, trying to hold your parking spot.
All right, let's go. Before we go inside the showroom and check out the new 296 GTB, Ferrari's actually got some really cool cars out in front of their showroom. This is one of the most rare cars they've made, the 599 SA Aperta, a convertible version of the 599 GTO. That is absolutely gorgeous, for sale right now for $1.5 million. Next to it, a beautiful 575. And then next to that, the new Ferrari SF90. Essentially, the 296 is basically a baby version of the SF90. We'll talk more about the similarities in a bit when we go in there. And then, the Ferrari Roma. All right, enough talking. Let's check out the new car. So obviously, people's main concern with the 296 is the fact that it has a V6 engine. But it's not actually the first Ferrari to ever have a V6. The last one was actually the Ferrari Dino that ended production in 1974, and people love those cars despite having a V6. It also makes a ton of horsepower. It's a hybrid, there's 2 electric motors, it's fully rear-wheel drive, and it makes 818 horsepower and 546 pound-feet of torque. It's also got really cool aerodynamic elements like that brake cooling duct that also adds extra downforce and doesn't cause any extra drag. Really like the side air intake as well. It's got a 2.99 liter V6, hence the name 296 GTB. Let's fire up the display of the 296 GTB. I absolutely love the graphics in this car. It's got a fully customizable instrument cluster. Of course, we've got the Manatino dial to switch between sport mode, race mode, ESC off, etc. But like the SF90, we've got a second set of controls for the hybrid powertrain. We've got ED mode, which doesn't stand for what you think it is. It's electric drive, where it can go 16 miles on all electric. We've got a performance mode, and then competition mode gives you the full power, full hybrid powertrain, not for efficiency, but for maximum performance. There's also an Assetto Fiorano package that you can get that reduces weight through carbon fiber, a Lexan rear window, Cup 2R tires, Multimatic shocks, an extra aero on the front for additional downforce, and delivery inspired by the 250 LM. I really love the steering wheel. The paddles feel great in your hands. Moving on to the right, we've got this beautiful digital display for the passenger, nice seats, and I love the controls to go into reverse or manual or automatic. Nice speciale. Took Austin for his first ride in the modified 600 LT because his is stock. What are your thoughts?
Next level. and I thought the 765 was crazy and fast, but this is way more edgier than that.
It's pretty gnarly, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh gosh, yeah, I love it. Yeah, you're convincing me.
All right, good.
Thanks, dude.
So I guess we go to a Ferrari event and then it becomes a McLaren ride and drive event. But we got fellow Michigan YouTuber Josh Laurent, who I met for the first time the other day at the Marconi event. But good to have you out here.
Oh yeah, it feels great to be out here.
That is how you drive a car.
Thank you. That was awesome. I thought he was about to chew us out.
Right?
All right, thoughts on the, I wasn't able to really film it because I didn't bring my GoPro, but thoughts on the acceleration of the modified McLaren?
This thing is freaking insane, bro. I love it. Oh my, dude, this thing is freaking insane. What the heck?
Well guys, what a fun day hanging out with some new friends, going for a ride, and then checking out the new V6 hybrid Ferrari. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.